welcome back to the channel. I'm Wendy. This is Wendy's Pet Salon and this is my little salon at my home. While the internet can feel like a wave of negativity, the algorithm seems to like to push stressed pets, grooming accidents, severely matted, neglected dogs, and just a whole heap of grooming negativity. In my algorithm, I'm trying to create a corner of warmth and calm. Here, you will only see positive, educational, and realistic grooming for well-being, focused on the dog and the groomer, and possibly some humour. I do believe that grooming, I believe that pet grooming should be a joy and not a drama. Even when things aren't perfect, kindness, skill and patience can turn every groom into a positive and calm experience, fostering trust and well-being and no theatrics needed. While some challenges are normal, my approach is about creating a positive environment, not just for pets, but for owners too. However, do stay tuned. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step back from the daily vlogs for a bit to do a bit of deeper research. I want to make sure that what I bring you is fresh and thoughtful and positive, because I just don't understand the algorithm and why it wants to show you stressed dogs, groomers attacking dogs that are clearly not comfortable with the situation with a brush. Obviously I'm here moaning about it, but for instance, there is a groomer that has over 1 billion views, and basically it's on really uncomfortable situations, you know, dogs that are severely stressed on the grooming table, and it's a battle, and I just don't find that, I can't see why that's entertaining or helpful in any way. And the videos are so short. I just don't like the negativity. I don't really look, but when I'm doing my research, when I look and it tells me, you know, the current trends, it's all negative. It's all, you know, pictures of severely matted dogs, neglected dogs, dogs that are on the grooming table, clearly uncomfortable because they're throwing themselves at the groomer, biting them, swinging off neck nooses. Because I know that if I had a dog in my salon that was doing that, firstly, in my first introduction to a dog, if I couldn't pick it up from the floor and carefully put it on the table without it trying to bite my face or bite my hand, or it would not be going on my grooming table. I would be telling them to go straight to the vets to get some advice and to get some behavioural person to assess the situation, because your dog might be in pain. It may not have been introduced to the grooming situation early enough in its life, so it doesn't understand all these things. So when you see my grooming videos that I've done with dogs that I've done from say 5 months old, and how much they struggle at 5 months old, because like for instance, when we do our toilet training, our sit and stay and all those things, we do it from day one, don't we? And grooming is the same thing. Even if it's a short-haired dog, you might want to bath it. So, and there's things that you might not do, say for instance to a smooth-haired dog. You might find a smooth-haired dog doesn't like its nails being touched. or groomed, because it's not having them done on a regular basis. It's not had their feet touched in a regular basis. So it hasn't been desensitized. If you've got a hairy dog that's been trimmed on a regular basis, we're touching the feet all the time, we're trimming inside the feet, we're doing the nails as part and parcel. And if they've been introduced in the right way from an early stage, things become better. So for instance, if somebody said, right, you're going to jump out the plane, I'd be going, oh, no. And late stage in my life, no. As much as I probably would like actually to jump out of the plane, I think that would be quite cool. But you can see where I might be cautious about that, because it's something I haven't done before. And when they're a puppy, everything's a wonderful world, and they're experiencing all these little things, and it becomes a repetitive thing. They're being desensitized, but then when they've had nothing and they're slightly older, they tend to have a little bit more fear because it hasn't been introduced the right way. So I can't understand when I see videos of dog, because to me, that is torture. That is torture. I've seen a video recently of a fluffy dog. It's clearly being bathed and dried, and it's on the grooming table. It's connected to a noose. The dog has flipped round, and the groomer's teasing it with the brush because it's trying to brush it. Like, what are you doing that for? The dog's turned around on you and it's jumping at you. It's jumping at your face. It's like, surely that isn't the right approach, because the dog's reacted in that way. What are you doing? Stop doing that. But I can't understand why the algorithm shows people all these negative things. And here's me with, let me just see, this will be 560 videos I've done. I've been doing this for 4 years. And as much as I appreciate every single subscriber, I don't know what the word is, subscriber, it's just the algorithm doesn't reach enough people for me to give my positive vibe. So I'm not going to do the daily vlog. I'm going to go back to the drawing board again, because I've done every day since I've come back from Christmas. And although some videos I notice get, I've done a few experiments, although some do really well, some of my more negative ones, or negative ones, say me, a cat. Like for instance, a cat. I did a little clip of a cat and she just turned on me, you know what I mean? And I reacted in a calm way, you know. That got 1.2k views. And I think that's basically because the algorithm was showing more negative things. That's a negative thing, but I did approach that in a calm way, you know. But I think it might be just the initial attack. So I'm trying to work out this YouTube thing. I'm not really on other platforms. I do have Facebook. I've got my business page. I've got my Facebook. I've got Instagram, that when I post on Facebook, it shows up on my Instagram. I don't really know how to use Instagram too well. It's not a platform that I'm really familiar with. I do go on there, but I don't have a separate one for the channel. Maybe I should have a separate one for the channel and put my videos on there, I don't know. But like, I'm trying to work through this, like my brain, trying to get around it. So it's definitely, for me, should be a joy, not a drama. And I just can't for the life of me. If I was coming on here to show you a stressed out dog every single video, I think I would have a breakdown. I am going to have in the future, like this week I've got a few new dogs coming to me, and I will do videos for those, but I just won't do the daily vlog. So I will introduce the new dogs, and I will also show you how I approach those dogs. One of them I haven't done before. So if it was to come and it was to be completely stressed out, I know that the dog has got medical issues. So if I think it's going to be severely aggressive in any way, or it's going to be attacking me, biting me, I will not do the groom. I just will not do it, and I will refer it to the vets. I wouldn't, you know, I've got 2 dogs that I've shown that are aggressive, but I'm doing it in a positive way. I'm not letting that dog get to the point where it's severely stressed. And a lot of the videos actually just end there, and there isn't a positive outcome. It's just a dog attacking the brush, or it just drives me insane. Why can't other, sorry groomers, but why are you doing that? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just everything needs to be positive for me. And I think I may even change my name. I might change it to Wendy the Practical Positive Pet Groomer. That would be a pick up a pipper, wouldn't it? That would be a name. Anyway, so that's why I've done this in little steps today, because I wanted to get that point across. That as much as I would like to do the daily vlogs, I don't think it's having the positive impact that I want it to have. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board. I will still be posting, I just won't do it as a daily vlog. Until such point, maybe as the channel picks up and it's more active and people comment more and like more, things like that, once that starts happening, maybe we can go back to a daily vlog. So I will continue to do the odd live, and I will post maybe a couple of videos a week or 1 video a week. Apologies to those who have really enjoyed the daily vlog, but I won't be disappearing. I've worked too hard over the last 4 years to get nearly 560 videos. So I'm going to crack on with my day. I'm not going to do any more. I've just got 3 more dogs to do today, all pretty much little ones today. So I hope you're not too disappointed. I will be still around, and do put your comments down. Do comment in the comments, you know, your thoughts and feelings. Are you sick of seeing all this negativity, you know? What also is a bit weird is the current trend about, I've seen that they're doing this weird thing with music and putting a blaster in the groomer's face and then the dog's face. It's like, how would that be if you did that to a random person's face? I'm just gonna and do it to you. Just like, that's just weird. Why is that even a thing? I don't get it. I don't get it. But maybe it's I have been called too nice. So, however, also a little bit of exciting news. I have been contacted for a company that gifts products for you to test, and they got in touch with me. So I'm going to be doing a video shortly to show my thoughts on the product, which is extremely exciting. So, because it's not about the money for me, it's you know, if there's a product out there that helps groomers or helps owners to be able to do things kinder and positively for the animal, that's a good thing, you know. So that's what I'm all about. I'm all about that. So I will be doing the videos, just I won't be doing them on a daily basis. because it does take up a lot of time, and if it doesn't give the positive that I'm wanting to try and create a nice community of people that actually care about doing positive things with animals and showing things and what works and what makes things better, like the world as a whole. If the world was a wonderful place, anyway, let's not go into that. So yeah, so apologies for lack of the daily vlog today, and do let me know your thoughts, and I will see you very soon in the next video, and it will be introducing new clients. One of them is a cockapoo that I have previously done, that is very nervous, and also a cavalier, which I think is in need of a really good groom. It does have some medical issues, so please do stay tuned for those. I will be doing those, but it just won't be in a daily vlog. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you very soon.